Hi there. This is going to be a very short video because I hadn't actually planned to do a video today, and so hence no makeup, etc. This is just me raw on Friday afternoon. Very quickly, just checking in about the new moon energies really that are happening today. This is Friday the 24th, and in the UK it's this evening. This week on the run up and also in the run up of the last few months, but specifically let's talk about this week, otherwise we're going to be here forever. There's been some tough energy, there's been some pushing and a feeling of not being able to shift it. It's a feeling of, well, you know what, we've tried it this way, we've done it that way, and things aren't working out. So people and situations in politics, in the wider world, you will have noticed on television and in people around you possibly, and in yourself, that you are looking at things from a different perspective, deciding that you have to tackle things in a different way. This can be a little bit uncomfortable. Aquarius is a very quirky sign and an individual sign, and this is the time, the age of Aquarius beginning now, and this is a time that we've been building up to for thousands of years, and that's why everybody and everything at the moment is feeling a little bit shaken up, a little bit ready to move, and not to accept what the man tells us to do and tells us to say. We're looking more into ourselves, and whatever our circumstances, whatever the pitfalls, whatever the dangers, whatever the problems there might be coming, we are getting to that stage as a civilization and individually where this isn't working. Well, who told us it would work? We listened to everybody else. And now, as I said, as a collective, as a civilization, and as individuals, we're now looking to think differently about things and not just accept. This Aquarius new moon is now really shining a light on this, which sounds a bit ironic and also slightly wrong, because obviously as we come up to the new moon it's all dark. Time for introspection, time to look at yourself, time to think about what you want, about what is the real you, not the preconceptions of others, not the child of a certain family, not the person who works at a certain job, not doing what everybody else does, not just trying every day to acquire more stuff or build one's reputation. This is a time where up until about the middle of Feb, you've got the opportunity to put new things in place, to really strike out, find your peace, find your inner self, find your strength. And it will have begun over the last few days, people coming out the woodwork with suggestions, arguments and things that have been building, and perhaps over the full moon it started a couple of weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, this sort of feeling that things had to change and shift, not quite sure how to do it. Okay, so what do we do then? We stop, we think, we take time, step out of the rat race for a minute, spend some time drawing or doing something creative, or just bloody having time for yourself, and think what that thing is. Think what you want your life to look like. And yeah, money constraints, etc., etc. I've been there. I am there to a certain degree. Situations with people, I get all that. And it's all a personal thing, and whatever you choose to do and whatever you can do and whatever feels right for you is right. But if you're feeling this push And if you're feeling this is the time when things need to change for you, let this Aquarius moon offer you opportunities that you may not have thought would come your way. Let it, if you have new perspectives coming up, just think about them for a while. Everything's being a bit stripped bare at the moment. If you've been doing it a certain way and it's not working out, then change it. Oh, and also this word failure seems to be coming up a lot lately. So it's not a failure, okay? Things that have happened in the past, I could say that about so many things that I've done, that people would say that was a failure, that was a failure, that was a failure. Well, actually, no, they weren't. They were getting me to the place where I am now. If I haven't had those so-called, and this is just a word, this is just a construct word, failure, so many failures, I wouldn't be who I am and where I am now, which is by no means, you know, for anybody to judge or to think it's great or it's bad or whatever. What I'm saying is I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. I wouldn't have learnt what I've learnt. I wouldn't have the perspective that I do. So actually those failures were just lessons on my path, and some of them, believe me, were pretty rubbish. And I also did some what I thought were fantastic things, and they weren't failures. And in the wider perspective of society as it stands now, they were actually great successes. And I look back now and I think, no, I just thought they were successes because that's what I thought the world wanted of me. When you start looking into yourself, start thinking about what it is that is going to make you happy, that brings meaning to your life. And if you want to do things in a different way, and maybe try something different, then look to this new moon time, because Aquarius, the Aquarius energy, is absolutely perfect for that. The world is changing, our perspectives are changing, and we're having to be very brave. And some of us are having to dig deep. But it can be a magical time at the moment. And even if it doesn't feel like it, have a feeling a lot of us will be looking back and thinking, this time, January 2020, this was the time. Enjoy the new moon. Have a great weekend. And I'll be back another time, but I'll still see you on my page with my posts anyway. But another video soon, and I apologise for the lack of makeup because this is very impromptu and had to be said. Take care. Bye bye.